Welcome, yogis. Thanks for joining me in today's 25-minute slow flow class to find presence. Begin today's class on your mat in an easy seat and place your hands wherever you feel like, on your lap, heart, belly, whatever feels good. And then find a nice tall spine, roll your shoulder blades down and back, and let your eyes gently close. Bring your attention to your breath. Seal your lips and notice the air as it flows in and out through your nostrils. Call to mind image of a shore, a beautiful blue ocean, and on each inhale you see the waves rise up, pause at the top and curl, and on each exhale they crash into the shore, softly rolling into the sand. Let this image move with each inhale and every exhale. And if your mind goes elsewhere, just bring it back to the waves and to your breath. If you notice the space you're creating within you, space that allows peace to rush in and fill up your heart center. Keep your mind on your breath, on these waves. And just notice the calmness that washes over you as each wave crashes into the shore. As you're ready, flutter your eyes open. Plant your left hand outside your left hip. Inhale the right arm up and over. Reach for that left ear and gently guide your right ear towards your right shoulder, creating space in the left neck area. Go ahead and plant your right hand back on the mat. Inhale, sweep your left arm up and over for a side body stretch. Keeping your sit bones planted. Come back through center and then we'll switch it out. Left arm comes back up, reaches for the right ear, and gently guides the left ear towards the shoulder. Now feeling space open up on our right side. Coming back through center, plant that left hand back down on the mat. Inhale, right arm sweeps up and over, finding a side body stretch along the right side body. Coming back to center, we'll just move back and forth through these side body stretches, moving with the inhale, and on the exhale, reaching over towards the side. Moving with our breath and feeling this wave-like motion in our body, creating peace and space within. Last one here, and then we'll come back to center. Transition into tabletop by rocking forward into our hands, coming onto all fours, knees stacked under the hips, hands under the shoulders. On your next inhale, just drop the belly, look up to the sky, cow pose. Exhale, round through the spine, tuck the chin, cat. Move with your breath here through these cat and cow variations, taking whatever movements feel good. Staying connected with your pranayama, the breath of life, that life force within you that moves you, that guides you through your day, fills you up with energy and peace and good vibrations. Coming back to center, we'll draw some circles with our hips, taking our hips to the left, and all the way back around to center. Let's do that one more time, nice and slow, bringing our hips to the left and all the way around to center. Now just draw your hips to the left and let them stay there. Curl your fingertips towards the right side of your mat. Drawing a diagonal across our mats from our hips to our fingertips. And let's come back to center. And we'll draw those circles, moving towards the right this time. Nice and slow, drawing a circle in the air with our tailbone. Take one more at your own pace. And this time, just drawing our hips to the right, letting them hang out there, and then curling our fingertips across our mat towards our left edge. Creating length between our tailbone and our fingertips. Sending oxygen down our spine. And then let's come back to center. Back into that tabletop. And to walk your hands forward, let your hips drop through and come into Cobra. Open your heart to the sky, maybe keeping a slight bend in your elbows. Then exhale, push it back into Child's Pose. Sending your hips back, crawling your fingertips forward, creating space by finding length in our spine. Breathe here and let go of anything negative that just doesn't serve you. When you come to your mat, let go of anything that troubles or worries you. Be attached to nothing and stay connected to everything. That will rise back up into tabletop, tuck our toes, and send our hips high for downward facing dog. You could take any movements right now in your down dog. Pedaling out your feet, swaying your hips from side to side, whatever feels good. Just here for another breath. Inhale your right heel high, three-legged dog. And on your exhale, step your right foot outside of your right hand. Coming into runner's lunge, drop your back knee. Take your right elbow and try to connect your elbow to your ankle or your foot or the earth. Breathe here for 4 more breaths. Then inhale your right fingertips high, coming into this twisted crescent. Reaching up to the sky to open your heart. Then begin to heel toe your right foot to the center of your body. Plant your right hand outside of your foot. Exhale, find half splits. You can tuck your back toes. Extend through the front leg, maybe keeping a slight bend in your front knee. Trying to tuck knee to nose. Your next inhale will take you back into that kneeling low lunge. Sweep your arms up to the sky, coming into Anjaneyasana. Sending your hips through, maybe releasing the back toes. Energy shooting through your fingertips up towards the clouds. On your next breath, you'll just bring your front knee to meet the back one in kneeling Tadasana, kneeling mountain. Send your hips through, squeeze through your glutes. Engage your quads, engage your hamstrings, feel the muscles on your legs firing up. Reach your fingertips up towards the sky, but let your shoulder blades fall down and back. Your biceps hug towards your ears. Maybe you can spin your pinkies towards one another. And on your exhale, set your hips back to your heels. Let your hands come to heart center and close your eyes. Repeat to yourself, I am attached to nothing. I am connected to everything. I am peace. You can keep your eyes closed and crawl your way forward into child's pose. You can take your knees wide or keep them together. Surrender to your mat. Feel the space between your eyebrows, your third eye center. Connect with the earth. Feel humble in this beautiful planet. Inhale, rise back up and find yourself in downward facing dog. Finding stillness here, collecting your energy, collecting your breath. Inhale the left heel high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step the left foot outside the left hand, runner's lunge. Drop the back knee, untuck the back toes. And again, just taking that left elbow towards the earth, so maybe connecting it with your ankle, your foot, or your calf. Inhale, reach your fingertips towards the sky. Your left fingertips reach up to open your heart. And begin to heel toe your foot towards the center of your body. Plant your left hand on the earth. And exhale, send your hips back into half splits, maybe tucking your back toes for stability. As always, you could keep a slight bend or a generous bend in your front knee. Whatever works for you. And your next inhale, rise forward into that kneeling lunge. Untuck your toes, sweep your arms high, open your heart, finding yourself in Anjaneyasana, this kneeling crescent lunge. And your next breath, bring your front knee to meet your back knee on the earth, coming into kneeling mountain. Finding those same engagements with your lower body muscles. Sending your hips through, squeezing your glutes. Maybe curling your left fingertips towards one another. Then exhale, bring hands to heart center as you sit back onto your heels. And just notice the space you've created within yourself. Notice how different you feel now than you did at the start of this practice. Maybe repeating to yourself, I am attached to nothing, and I am connected to everything. I am peace. And crawl your way forward into child's pose, maybe taking a different variation. Knees together, knees apart, whatever feels good to you. Noticing what peace feels like as it manifests in your body. Inhale, rise up to your knees. Exhale, send it back to downward facing dog. Inhale your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot outside of your left hand. This time we're going to stay risen on our back knee and use your left hand to push your left knee away. Just gently guiding that knee towards the edge of your mat. Staying strong through your back leg. Just gently working into the hip flexor. Then inhale your left hand to the sky. This twisted lunge. Exhale, plant your left hand back down. Spin your back heel down and open up through your right arm this time, coming into a grounded warrior two. Your gaze looks up towards the sky. On your next breath, rise up, keeping your lower body the same, coming into warrior two. Gaze is now over the front middle finger. Inhale, straighten through your front leg. Exhale, reach forward and tic-tac your arms to 6 and 12, coming into triangle pose. Finding a release through your front leg as you extend that knee. Inhale, warrior two. And then travel to the top of your mat, coming into Tadasana. Your exhale, hands come to heart center. Eyes closed. Forward fold by hinging from the hips, letting your torso hang heavy. Just hang out here in forward fold for a few breaths. Maybe taking a bend in your knees. Plant your hands and step back into plank pose. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's take that same thing on the right side. Inhale the right heel high, three-legged dog. Exhale, right foot plants outside of the right hand. Keeping the back knee lifted. Gently guide your knee towards the outside of your mat using your right hand to push it away. Maybe bringing your gaze up towards the sky. Inhale the right fingertips, reach up towards the sky. Twisted lunge. Exhale, plant your right hand back down to the earth. Ground your back heel. And inhale, lift the left hand up, coming into grounded warrior two. Use the left hand to guide yourself up into warrior two, teeing out your arms nice and strong, letting your shoulders fall away from your ears. Straighten through your front leg and tic-tac yourself into triangle pose. Breathe here, finding a release through that front leg. Inhale back to warrior two. And exhale, travel to the top of your mat, mountain pose. Inhale the hands high. Exhale, hands to heart center. Forward fold on your next breath. Hanging out here for a second. Then we'll plant our hands on the earth and step our feet back into plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, fill up with breath, creating space within yourself. And exhale out anything that doesn't serve you, anything that you don't want to bring to your mat today. Your next inhale, let your right heel drive towards the sky. Exhale, find pigeon, drawing that leg across our body, paralleling the shin to the top of our mat. Take a look over your shoulder, make sure your back leg is extending straight behind you. And then maybe put your pigeon to rest, whatever that looks like for you. It could be coming down to your forearms, maybe extending your hands in front of you, or staying risen up on your palms or elbows. On your next inhale, tuck your back toes, rise back up to your hands, and send your right leg high and heel to glute for a hip opener. Come back to downward facing dog and switch it out. Left heel high to the sky. Exhale, take it across your body, paralleling your shin to the top of your mat. Check to make sure that your right leg is extended straight back, and then take your variation of pigeon. Using your breath to anchor yourself into this moment, to find release in this posture. Rise back up to your hands, tuck your back toes, and send that left heel to your glute for a hip opener. Coming back to downward facing dog. Begin to walk your toes towards your hands, bringing them wide, heels in, toes out, and then let your hips sink through, coming into Malasana. You can use your elbows to pry your knees away, bringing hands to heart center. Maybe keep your hands planted on the earth. Using a pillow to sit on if that feels better for you. Only here for a few more breaths. Maybe closing your eyes and just tuning into how your body feels right now. Go ahead and use your hands to guide yourself back onto your mat, sitting back onto your butt, and coming right into boat pose. You could keep your toes on the earth or parallel your calves to your mat. Reach your fingertips forward, keep your heart lifted, find a straight spine, and just breathe here, feeling your core engaged. Feeling your leg muscles engaged. And slowly exhale and let yourself come down onto your mat, coming into our final posture, Shavasana. Just releasing everything we just did into the earth, into existence for its manifestation within you and around you. Close your eyes and just be. Just be attached to nothing and connected to everything. We use our exhale to let go of attachment. And we use our inhale to breathe in the world around us, to stay connected, to stay grounded, to stay excited for what's to come. Notice any changes in your body. Notice what it feels like to have created space within. Maybe you feel a tingling sensation from head to toe, going down your arms into your fingertips, down your legs into your toes. Maybe you feel a calmness that's washed over you like a wave on the shore. Attached to nothing and connected to everything. Begin to bring movement into your fingertips and toes, wrists and ankles. Find a full body stretch, arms overhead. And then roll onto one side for fetal pose, using your bicep as a pillow. As you're ready, press your way up into a seated position to close out class in the same posture we began with. Inhale, sweep your fingertips overhead, gathering in all of the energy in the air around you. Exhale, hands to heart center. We bow our heads to seal our practice. Namaste.